Welcome to NFL Picks with Felix Duck. On our board, we have the listed of the prognosticators, Vox, and it's Felix FLX. Now, Vox, I picked as a name, is in voice in Latin. That's myself. That's my primary pick. That would be the one that I would go with at the say like the betting slip at the OLG. Go to the convenience store in Ontario. Those 6 picks that say V on it, I'd probably pick. Those are the ones I'd probably take in. The F is the alternative. Where like you got your first game. Let's go with the first game where Houston is favored by 2 points, but for us, we're just going straight up here. Okay, now so Houston is actually Cleveland is favored. I got that one wrong. It's Cleveland at -2. I don't know why I thought it was Cleveland +2. So Houston is not favored, which is surprising to me. I actually think Houston's going to win this game. Now, all the years of experience watching, I'm only going like through what I feel, and like I feel like it could either go either way. That's why there's the F and the V on those picks. I went with Houston, and my Houston pick is based on like they're gonna come out strong, win their first game, the AFC playoff game, and maybe catch Cleveland off guard. But Cleveland does have a good defense, and that's why I put the F for the Felix pick, because it could go Cleveland too. It's a good choice. It's a good choice if you took Cleveland. It's a good choice if you took Houston. It's the way I looked at it. Uh, because Cleveland's defense is nothing. They could now if it goes Cleveland's way, it's a total defensive shutdown for Cleveland on Houston. And for Houston, it's just going to go their way, just because they're just going to click. And maybe their defense will stop Cleveland once a few stops here and there. But either way, I don't think it's going to be that close of a game with whoever wins this game. They're not going to win by a lot. They're just going to win by a score, either a touchdown or a field goal. It's going to come down to that, or it's going to go the opposite way where it's a complete blowout by Cleveland's defense, or it could just be Houston running amok and Cleveland not responding. So that one is really tough. That one is definitely a pick'em game if I ever seen one. Even though Houston is a +2, so Cleveland's favored by 2 points. Okay, but we go to that next game we have on the board, which is Miami and the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, once again, I went with Miami. They're actually not favored, which is I'm totally surprised on that one. They're not favored again. I feel like Miami's going to win this game. But then again, and I put the F for Felix pick. Poor guy has to pick the teams I make him pick. Sorry about that, Felix. But we have a show to go. We have to. Like I said, I just wanted something different because I would probably pick. Yes, I would definitely pick Miami, but picking Kansas City is not a bad choice either. So if you're going to go with my V pick, which is Miami, I'm just going to say the offense is just going to do it for them. They're really going to score big. Lots of points. And KC, we just won't have enough time to respond back. Like if Miami wins this in a blowout, that could be over by the third quarter. But I'm not counting in the weather conditions. It's bad for both teams. I don't believe in that one team is better because they're used to the weather kind of. No, we're all humans. We all. It's just in our minds. The cold weather is in our minds. It's that cold. If it plays an effect on you, you can't let it. You just can't let it play an effect on you. And my idea is to go out there, stay warm. I remember back in the day with the Cincinnati Bengals game with the cold bowl and that. So there are coaches that would have been like those days would have been, oh no, you gotta stay cold. Warm up while you're like, no, 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 no. Stay warm for the game, and I'm gonna see. I mean, Miami knows it. They could have won if they would have won that game against Buffalo. They would have had Bills playing. They would have had the Bills come back, and at least they would have been in warm weather. But we'll see what happens there. Of course, we're all gonna be watching this another day and going, oh, okay, that was either I'm 2 for 2 or 0 and 2 right now, and Felix could be 2 for 2 or 2, or we'll both be 1 and 1. But either way, on our third game, I went with Buffalo, and so did Felix. I put both of them down. You know, I just see Buffalo winning this game. If Pittsburgh wins this game, it's going to be a total meltdown on Buffalo's part. Okay, they have a good defense. That'll keep them in the game. But barring a total disaster on Buffalo, a total meltdown, I don't see Buffalo losing. As I said, we're doing as the prognosticators, seeing the future kind of deal. But well, we all do. It's not like I'm a soothsayer. I don't see the future. That's how I predict games myself back in the 80s. Like even in the 80s, I used to just play the game out in my head and go, oh, okay, they're gonna do this is how it's gonna go, this and that. So I don't have the time like I used to do that because we're doing more than one show nowadays. With the World Sports News with Ernie, and I have to do NFL. There's gonna be a lot of NFL news to cover on Monday too. So Mondays, Tuesday, I'll have NFL news. I'll have the NFL news done on Tuesday, so because you got Monday night's game also, and like I said, just Buffalo. I picked Buffalo on both ways. I picked them as the Vox pick, and I picked them as the Felix pick because I think Buffalo's going to win this game, barring a disaster, total meltdown, as they say. Okay, we got the Green Bay and Dallas game. I went with the obvious Dallas. Well, we could see. Let's just see for fun what they're favored by, which is Green Bay is a. Oh, they're giving Dallas 7 point under. Okay, so they're already giving Green Bay 7 points, and I took Dallas even with the 7 points. I'll take Dallas. But I'm pretending like Felix there is still in love with Jordan Love. he still he still wants to be part of that love generation out there in Cleveland where he could come back home to Green Bay after the game as a hero. Okay, now for Felix's pick to be good, I'm going to say that Dallas is just going to would have just one of the just a stinker of a game, as they say, just a rotten game. And Green Bay just marches down on their defense and scores, and they got answers for Dak Prescott. Defense for Green Bay has answers for that. First round playoffs, a lot of weird things can happen. Dallas is not taking this game lightly, like any other these teams here. First round history always shows it could go. It could go either crazy or super close. Okay, so that's okay. Dallas is my pick, and I'm sticking with it. Okay, we go to the next one with the Los Angeles Rams, Detroit. Well, I know. I'm looking now the odds, and they got Detroit only favored by -3. So they're you got 3 points already on LA. They're at +3. Well, this is just one of I found an average, but like there's people that have the 3.5s and all. So well, I'm looking at it again and like Los Angeles Rams. I know a lot of people. If you're a Detroit fan, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, am I picking it because Detroit's just a perennial, like always, what is that called? Always the bridesmaid, never the groom, never the bride kind of deal? No, I don't believe that. It's just, I just feel in this game, uh, Sean McVay, coach, and they're just gonna put a game plan together. Uh, the defense on Detroit's not that great, so they can. That's the reason. That was the reason. If Detroit had a Pittsburgh defense or Cleveland defense, I'd be looking at the Ram. I wouldn't be picking the Rams. But their weakness in Detroit is their defense. Offense is nothing, as they say, to write home about. But at least it's there. It's got an offense. It can score. So that's why Felix took it to say, they're going to win. They break that jinx and they're going to win. But I'm still sticking with the Rams. So far, the V's, like I said, the V's are all what I would take as the number one picks. Like, now, just like this one here, when you're coming up here, V and F here. Now, we both took Philadelphia. Now, meaning that now on this board, meaning that I took Philadelphia as the obvious winner because I think they're just going to win this game outright. And I could have put Felix as Tampa Bay, but I just didn't see Tampa Bay winning this game at all. If they do win this game, and if I did, like, to put the F over here, or put at least one of these picks as for Tampa Bay, I'm trying to think of a reason why Tampa Bay is going to win. Let's see, just a complete meltdown on Philadelphia's part, and we're off to the races with Tampa Bay winning. I don't know. All right, so those are my 6 picks. Well, times 2 because I cheat with the FLX and pretending that Felix here is another pick. But just to, is it? Oh, sorry, no pointing. Sorry about that. Just present Felix here, and that's much. How do you say? Much more polite. Okay, so all that in mind, with Felix and I, we're both saying that we're over and out. NFL Picks with Felix Duck has been presented by Sports News Review. Sports News Review does not promote gambling. Sports News Review is not affiliated with any gambling sites. NFL Picks with Felix Duck is for entertainment purposes only.